iron supplements shouldn't taste metallic or cause discomfort. Ferrosum Forte's berry-flavored sachets are gentle on digestion and free of metallic aftertaste. Visit ferrosum.com and use code California for 25% off your order. That's ferrosum.com.
The Chula Vista Bayfront offers the perfect escape for all to enjoy. Whether you are looking for an escape to nature at the Wildlife Reserve, a little indulgence at the new Gaylord Pacific Resort and Convention Center, or family-friendly fun at Sweetwater Park, you are sure to discover your perfect escape along the Wonderfront. Enjoy today at portofsandiego.org/Wonderfront. That's portofsandiego.org/Wonderfront.
Your pathway to your purpose is at Alliant International University. Now enrolling for a degree in occupational therapy from Alliant, you'll get the skills needed to help people recover, grow, and thrive through the power of everyday action. Using a client-centered approach, elevate your career with hands-on instruction from working professionals in a hybrid course format that fits your schedule. Are you ready to step into your new life? Enroll today. Visit alliant.edu.
Ah, that's the sweet sound of saving money when you shop at the Navy Exchange. Why, you might ask? Because if you find a better advertised price, first we'll be surprised, and then we'll match it. Thanks to our everyday low prices, military exclusive pricing, no sales tax, and price match guarantee, you'll always get the best bang for your buck. That's the value of NEX. Open to authorized military and civilian patrons only.
Johnjay Rich. What's crackin' This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? Johnjay Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010, we're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be, and in the place to be. And you're listening to Johnjay and Rich. Wake your ass up.
Johnjay and Rich, shoot us a text. Text JJR. And whatever you want to say, whatever you want to talk about, to 96893. We'll call you back or read your text on the air. You can also call us at 877-937-1047. If you're like me, I'm at this point in my life where my kids are kind of like moving out, going to college, starting their life. Some of them are moving back. One's moving back in. So I thought we were going to be empty nesters, but Jake, our oldest, is moving back in. But this weekend it's going to be a little bit of a trial because Dutch is leaving and Kemp is going to see his girlfriend, and Jake is working all the time. So it's going to be like my wife and I kind of alone for the first time in a long time.
That's going to be weird.
I'm trying to figure out. So I already texted her. I said, hey, maybe a date night this weekend. But now Kyle with youngins.
Yeah, they're staying up with my mom this week. And so we have an empty house, and it just feels weird. It's too soon for this. They're only 10 and 7. So last night it was like, you know, we had a photo shoot together yesterday. Ended up being kind of late. I ran an errand on the way home. So I didn't get home till like right around dinner time. And normally I'm like making 10 different dinners because nobody eats the same thing in our house. And then it's like hectic. And it was so peaceful because Scott had something to do. And so I was just by myself. Just me and Daisy in the house. I'm like, this is really weird. And part of me's like, I could do so many activities. And the other part of me's like, it just feels empty. Like, I don't know how to feel right now. It's very weird and bizarre.
When do they come back?
They come back Friday.
Oh, okay,
well,
okay.
afternoon.
Okay, good.
I know, it's not very long.
Worse.
I know. I know. I'm like, I'm glad
because at least you get to come in and come here.
I know.
What did you do with your free time then? What, like just walk around the house and go like...
I made myself dinner, and then I watched TV. Because I
like
usually watch TV. Yeah. I never get to watch TV like on the actual TV in our house. And I sat down on the couch, and I ate my dinner. Dog was sitting next to me. I was like, this is weird, but I kind of like it and hate it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday, it's funny you talk about your dog and making dinner. I posted 2 videos last night because it was just my son Kemp and I. Jake got home from Vegas and he went right to Chipotle, so he had dinner already. And there were 3 steaks. So I took the steaks and I kind of marinated them. And we have this dog, Pablo, that gets things all the time on the counters. Like he'll be chewing a dish scrubber or something, and he gets things somehow on the counters that seem too far for him. So I knew he does this. He has this. So I took the steaks and I put them far away. I put them so that he could not get them, right? There's no way he could get these steaks. And they were soaking in like salt and pepper and stuff. So I'm watching TV and my dogs are fighting. and they never fight unless they're fighting over food.
Yeah.
And I look over, and there's like a dog pile. And literally a dog pile, because there were dogs. And I go, what's going on? And they were fighting over a steak. Pablo got a steak and ate half of it. And it had chew marks on it. I was so pissed, you know? And I'm like,
oh, no.
Bad dog. And he looks at me and he kind of can tell he's a bad dog. And then he wags his tail. Don't you wag your tail. So then I said to Kemp, I go, hey, let's barbecue these steaks. I go, would you eat this steak that is like the dog's chewed? He's like, no. So, all right. So I had just finished a big tub of Chobani. So I threw it in the Chobani container like I was going to throw it away. And as time goes by, I'm like, if I cook it, it burns all the stuff off of it. Maybe it's still good.
Yeah, I saw your video.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I saw your video. And
Yeah,
I
there's
said, if you
no
eat
way.
that is probably the most disgusting thing
Yeah.
that I
It
think I've
had
ever
dog hair on it.
But the hairs were sticking out. There was like dirt from the ground that was very visible. It was like
That's way beyond the 5-second rule.
and that doesn't cook off. The hair stays in there.
That's just like
Well, I cooked it and I ate it. It was fine.
So gross, Johnjay.
The majority of the people on there said they eat it.
No way.
Yes, way.
No
you should
way.
just keep things to yourself. I did not want to know that.
I am so worried.
Ew.
It was
Actually,
in New York.
I saw the beginning of that
was so
video and I'm
gross.
like, please don't tell me he's going to eat it. So I didn't watch the end of the video because I didn't want to know that because I could tell by the way you were talking yourself into cooking it. That was driving me crazy.
Yeah, and it was funny is I was going to do none of it on video. But Kemp's got me all inspired because he keeps making videos. So I was like, okay, I'll make a video.
Yes, but his videos are about being healthy and making the right choices.
Somebody made a comment. That's why I never get sick because I have.
I do believe that.
I mean that is, there's something to that, right?
Yeah, I don't think you've ever had food poisoning since the time I've known you.
No, never.
Your poor stomach has had to become callous to all of your ridiculous
It's
eating.
become cold inside.
Well, then the dog came outside when I was barbecuing, like, hey, man, what's going on? You cooking dinner? I was like, I'm talking to the dog. I'm like, get out of here. Get out.
That was so funny because like he leaves and then he's like watching from the inside.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you cook.
I should have waited for him to cook that up for me.
This dog has so much personality, I can't handle it. It's so much personality. Speaking of empty nesters and the next evolution of things, Peyton, where are you in your wedding?
Well, so I'm in the middle of wedding planning, and yesterday was actually a really fun day. I got to go to one of my friend's house that we're actually looking at her parents' backyard as a venue. So we walked over there, and it got me all excited and stuff like that. And I was kind of the one that's like, okay, I'm going to have to be a 2027 bride. Like, if I want things to go my way, I don't want to rush it, but I'm already super stressed. My fiance, on the other hand, he wants to get married in a year. And I decided yesterday that if I'm stressed right now and I've only been engaged for not even a month, I don't want to be stressed for another year. So I think I'm going to be a 2026 bride. So wedding coming in a year.
Okay.
That's the plan.
What
for
timeline
now.
being like in the summer of 2026
Oh,
or
a summer wedding in Arizona. We're going to do like a spring wedding. Probably like March, April, May.
okay.
Kind of like you, Rich.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
that when I got married?
Yeah, you got married in March, I think.
Okay, that was nice. It was nice
You should
outside.
know that.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day. But honestly, I've gotten to the point where we are trying to figure out our guest list. And the guest list, very trying thing to do, right? We have so many friends, so many family, and it's hard to cut people off. But something weird happened to me yesterday. I had someone that I'm super close with that I really want to actually be a part of my day in some way. But she did something really weird, and I'm like at the point where I'm like, if you act weird to me, you might not get invited to my wedding. Like, I'm stressed out already as it is, and if you act shady, if you do something that I don't like, and you're adding to my stress,
That's
why
fine.
would I want you there on my day?
That's fine. We like to invite people because they like we're dating somebody weird. We're like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It just like really like rubbed me the wrong way.
But still, that's a power you have as a bride, don't you think?
Well, listen to this. We got a text, and this text makes a lot of sense, I think. It says, Johnjay Rich, it seems like Peyton's been on edge and irritated a lot lately.
For sure.
The video trading the car with her mom and the frustrations from that, leaving Lilo and Stitch movie because annoying kids, stress at the Kendrick Lamar concert and losing it when she left, forgetting her keys when picking up her car from the impound, sitting on the couch next to Kadeem and screaming randomly. And I think there's many more examples. Is she with child?
Take it back. Take it back right now.
That's what they say.
Why do you have to be with child if you're stressed?
This woman is saying
She's
that right
planning
here.
a wedding.
Thank you, Kyle.
This is
It's so funny. Like, as a woman, you act any differently, and everyone's like, Are you with child?
I would say reading these examples, you're not acting differently. That's your pattern.
Yeah, that's Peyton turned up just a skosh.
That's a once a week story.
I don't think I'm with child, but I guess we'll find out next week. I will keep you updated.
All right, so you can text us just like that person. Did you text JJR and whatever you want to say to 96893? The video of me eating the meat that my dogs ate is up on my Instagram, Johnjay Van S. Kyle, what do you got coming up with 3 things you need to know?
Another major air disaster just happened. We'll tell you what we know next with Johnjay and Rich.
Here we go. I wake up with them. Get up. Johnjay and Rich.
Kyle, what do you got for 3 things we need to know today?
So it was a pretty terrible accident this morning. An Air India flight headed to London crashed just after takeoff from Ahmedabad. 242 people were on board, and initial reports say they've already recovered 204 bodies. That number isn't a final one. Obviously, rescue efforts are continuing. The aircraft was a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner. Investigations are underway to determine the cause, but they do say it could take months or even years to figure out what exactly happened. It should be noted that this particular airplane, the Dreamliner, has had red flags for years. Though this is the first fatal crash it was involved in, the model has faced repeated scrutiny over manufacturing flaws, safety concerns, multiple groundings since its debut. Boeing says we're gathering more info as the investigation begins. Just a terrible, terrible accident. Meta is finally taking legal action against AI apps that generate fake explicit images. They've flooded Facebook, they've flooded Instagram, thousands of ads. One app called Crush AI ran about 8,000 ads despite being used to create non-consensual content. Meta's slow response has faced a lot of criticism, especially as more AI deepfake tools are popping up daily. They look too real, and it should we need laws against this kind of thing. It shouldn't just be on Meta, which it should be on Meta, but also there should be laws against creating these types of apps.
In the last few even weeks, it's gotten better and more convincing.
Oh my gosh, they're so realistic. It's really almost hard to tell the difference at this point. So this should hopefully help you smooth things over at home if you're arguing with your significant other. They found couples who argue often burn fewer calories after meals and show increased insulin, which encourages fat storage. So the effect is even worse for people with mood disorders like depression. But your relationship drama may literally be messing with your metabolism and making you gain weight. So smooth things over. A happy house is a healthy house, apparently. And that's 3 things you need to know.
So I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to gain weight.
Yeah. I mean, you could go there.
What's the vibe for horoscopes today, Peyton?
I'm going to tell you what people will notice when you start romanticizing your life.
Joy.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys.
That makes her a Gemini.
Yes, that makes you a Gemini. So, Joy, this is how you need to start romanticizing your life, especially today because it's your birthday. People are going to start noticing that you're talking to yourself, but it's not a bad thing, and honestly, people won't question it. You've got a plot, dialogue, and side characters, and your life today is going to be a podcast that only you can hear.
All right, spot on.
Exactly. Make it a good one, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Good morning, Monique.
Good morning.
What is your sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, so Aquarius, when you start romanticizing your life, people are going to notice your random acts of sparkle. You'll start saying things like, I felt aligned with that flower over there, and you're actually going to mean it. You're weirdly wise, and now people are going to think that you're onto something, and they're going to start following you.
I love that. That's been me lately. I just connect with the flowers and the birds.
Yes, I love that for you. That's good energy.
Thank you. Have a good day, you guys.
You too, Monique. Good morning, Carlos. What's your sign?
Virgo.
Virgos, when you guys start romanticizing your life, Johnjay, you're a Virgo too, so listen to this. People will notice how intentional you've become. Every single thing, every walk, every lunch break, it's going to have a theme. You look organized, but it's secretly just your way of creating calm chaos.
So, Carlos.
Yes, we'll be intentional. It'll be good for you.
All right, have a great day, brother. Rachel, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. It's your iHeartRadio Capricorn from Silver City, New Mexico.
Awesome. Okay, Capricorns, when you guys start romanticizing your life, people will notice that you're bossing up quietly. Romanticizing your life for you means turning your planner into a self-love journal and treating ambition kind of like something to look forward to. You're going to really get into it.
Nice. Sounds good. Thanks,
Awesome.
guys. Have a good day.
Hi, Rachel. Thanks for listening. Yeah, again, the free iHeartRadio app. You can listen to us anywhere in the world. And while you're listening, do me a favor, make us a preset. Very simple. What do you got for Pisces?
Yeah, Rich is our Pisces in the room. Pisces, when you start romanticizing your life, people will notice your aura shift before they even speak to you. You'll be floating through Trader Joe's like a forest fairy on a soft reset. You glow differently when you're at peace.
Who doesn't float through Trader Joe's? It's amazing in there.
It is amazing. You get lost.
What do you got for Libras?
Libra, Kyle's our Libra in the room. Libras, people will notice how photogenic your life is when you start romanticizing your life. Every moment feels like a scene from a Netflix original, and you casually exist in golden hour.
Okay.
Which is a good one.
That's
I'm jealous of
that's
that.
a good hour.
I know, it's the best hour.
Leos?
Leos, I'm a Leo. When we start romanticizing our life, people will notice your vibe shift immediately. New outfit, new strut, new chapter. It's a grand entrance. And we're going to be asked what's the occasion, and the answer is always going to be me.
All right.
I'm the occasion.
We didn't get to your sign. All the horoscopes are posted on our website at johnjayrich.com. 1047 Kiss FM, Johnjay and Rich. Good morning, Julia. Thanks for holding.
Hey, good morning.
What's going on?
So I tell everyone my dog is a hero because my home security shows an attempted burglar running away when he saw her. The truth, however, is that she would have welcomed him with kisses and would probably have helped him carry my TV to his bed.
He's just a cute little super doggy.
I love that.
What kind of dog is it?
She's a mutt. We don't know.
I feel like the only way my dog would catch a criminal is if he distracted him until the police came playing fetch. Because
Right.
anytime somebody's in our backyard, I will see a ball go flying across the yard. That's because my dog Django's found him. And he's like, want to play ball? Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Throw it again. Throw it again.
Cute.
So that's cute for you too, Julia.
You know, I have 6 dogs, right? And one of them will kill you if you walk into the house. We're working on her. That's when you guys were over at my house the other day. I had her hidden in the bathroom. I actually think she's okay with women. She doesn't like guys. The other 5 dogs, same. They're loving. They'll welcome you in. But I think if it came down to it, they will tear somebody apart.
Yeah.
Like I've seen them like not be prepared, and someone they thought Blake was in a danger zone, and they go to town. Like they,
Well,
you gotta
and
pull
also
back.
they're like a little gang. Like they
Yeah.
travel around
They
together.
do.
So if one of them goes, "Let's get this guy," they're all in.
They like snap their fingers and they like listen to gang music at West Side Story.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, dude.
She.
Yeah. Well, Julia, that's cool that you got that your dog is like that. But keep that on the down low. Don't let people know that she's friendly.
Oh, no. Well, I guess I just put it out there on the radio, so maybe I shouldn't have. But
Well, thanks for listening, Julia.
thank you.
Want to talk or throw some shade?
Oh, yeah. Call Johnjay and Rich, 877-937-1047.
All right, Stack Snacks. I have Stacks information. Rich has life hacks. This, I don't know why this has been stuck with me all morning long, but they ranked fast food French fries, you know, like they did the worst and they did the best fries. And to me, the best French fries always have been McDonald's French fries.
For sure,
McDonald's, right?
especially fresh and hot right off the right off the fryer.
Yeah, and McDonald's isn't the top right now, and I think part of that is because I think they set the standard so high for French fries that if you happen to get fries that aren't that great and aren't super fantastic from McDonald's, maybe you complain. I don't know, but here they say the top French fries: number 5, Chick-fil-A; number 4, Bojangles; number 3, Freddy's Frozen Custard;
Those are good.
number 2, Shake Shack; number 1, In-N-Out Burger.
What? Oh, they got that list wrong. Where's the
worst
Taco Bell
fries? The worst fries? Number 5, Popeyes; number 4, Church's Chicken; number 3, Burger King; number 2, McDonald's.
Come on.
Yeah, McDonald's ranked 20th out of 21
Hey,
fries.
but didn't they change something about their fries? I thought they changed something.
Well, they're in beef tallow now, right? Isn't that the big
I
thing?
don't know. The number 1 worst French fry is KFC.
Yeah, and you forget Five Guys burgers and fries. Those fries are amazing.
Yeah, In-N-Out fries are not the best. They
So-
might be the worst.
Coffee's officially the most important drink in America.
Coffee is the great incentivizer in the office. It's a drug. It's quite literally a drug that speeds people up.
I've tried coffee, fiber, laxatives.
In the mood for hot coffee? When you are, nothing else will satisfy.
It's good coffee. I'm going to drink it. This is some real good coffee right there.
So wake me up when it's all over.
Coffee is actually officially the most important drink in America. A poll found it the number one beverage Americans can't live without. But if you talk about taste, it's not actually our favorite. I think coffee is disgusting. 53% of people say soda is their favorite drink.
You know, it's important to Johnjay because yesterday I saw him walking around with the station's last pack of espresso.
Yeah.
Like outside of the machine. Like, what do you do with that outside of the machine?
Well, I did. I put it back in the machine because now we're all out of espresso, which is why I went back to Starbucks. And look at this is like they don't write anything on my cup. Rich gets have a good a day. I get nothing.
Happy Thursday, Rich. I got on my cup today.
I got a nothing on mine.
Your Starbucks has beef with you.
I know. This guy again.
This guy. Hotel front desks may become a thing of the past. 70% of American travelers are more likely to check themselves into a hotel using an app or self-service kiosk instead of walking up to a traditional front desk.
Yeah, a lot of them use the keys on your phone now, too. So,
really?
like, you don't even have a plastic key card. It's on your phone.
See, but what happens when you get an upgrade or something? You probably don't.
What do you mean, an upgrade on your phone or the upgrade in the room?
On the room. We're talking about the room.
Oh, yeah.
No. When you go check in your room and there's a person there, oh, I see you're a whatever member. Well, let's get you a better room. The term, have you guys heard this term, office chair butt?
No.
It's trending right now. It's when you sit so long each day, your butt muscles start to atrophy. You can avoid it by just getting up and moving around every now and then. Walk around when you make phone calls. Put something you need, like regular access to a few feet from your desk or on the floor, or just choose a bathroom on a different floor and take the stairs. I take the stairs. I didn't know it was going to help my butt.
Or be like Peyton, just take off running on occasion.
Exactly.
Walk to a coworker's desk instead of calling or sending an email. There you go. I wanted to play this for you. Apparently, this is a new annoying song going to get stuck in people's heads. It's Coca Melon's got a new potty training song.
I gotta go, go, go. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
That's true.
You gotta go, go. Oh no. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Trying something new can be hard, and being brave is such a good start. So come on, it's time to be smart. 'Cause when you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh no.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
What do you got for life hacks,
It's a
Rich?
slapper. We all use Chat GPT, and here we all use AI, and some people have been asking, like, well, what's the best thing to use AI for? And the experts have come together. They've found two things that they didn't really expect Chat GPT to do very well, but it does very well. A lot of people have been saying they've been using it to say, hey, here's what I ate today, and I'm trying to lose some weight. Can you make me a meal plan and tell me, like, where to get food, what time to eat food, and help me lose 15 pounds? They say that works great. But the biggest one is for Peyton. This is really for you. If you have a short fuse and you want to, like, go after some family or some work people, here's what you do. You go off and Chat GPT and say, now tell me how to say that, except for nicer, where I won't get fired.
I did that yesterday.
Oh, how so? Who were you mad at?
I was actually really irritated. I was at the Phoenix Mercury and the Dallas Wings game, and I was super excited because Dallas Wings has the number one draft pick, Paige Beckers. She went to UConn, just won a national title, like big hype around her. I went to the game, and I was texting my friend about some wedding stuff. And I sent her a picture at the basketball game, and she sends me TikToks of Paige Beckers all the time. We go back and forth about WNBA. She sends me her bets, and she messaged me back saying nice. And I don't know why, but her text saying nice, because that's just not how she responds to me.
Dismiss it.
I know for a fact that she was mad that I didn't bring her to the game. So she texted me back nice. And I went into ChatGPT and I said, I need you to light her up. I need you to put her in her place because she got me all the way messed up. And I said, but make it nice.
Okay. See, that's the key. Make it nice. Because, like, if you're doing that at work and you want to go off, you got to say, hey, make sure I don't get fired. Make sure I just am concise and clear, but professional. But you can still go off in the app. See, you get to blow your fuse.
Yeah.
You got to get it all out of your system.
It honestly didn't work because she responded back saying that she didn't do anything wrong. And I said, I just told you I didn't like what you said to me.
You didn't like that she said nice.
I didn't like that she said nice. It rubbed me the wrong way because I know that that's not how she talks to me.
How was the game, by the way? The whole
phenomenal. It was such a good game. The Mercury were so on fire. It was actually really crazy because I said how Paige Beckers is the number one draft pick. I thought that the whole arena was going to be sold out. I thought it was going to be packed like last year when Caitlin Clark came to Phoenix.
Yeah.
It wasn't as crowded. I was like, this girl's like going to be the best person in the WNBA in like 2 years. Like, Put some respect
You know,
on
it's
her
weird
name.
that there's a game at the same time the NBA finals are going on.
Oh, did you? Oh, I posted a TikTok actually because I went with Kadeem, and I was like, when you get tickets to go see the number 1 draft pick, but the finals are on, and Kadeem just has the finals game on, watching it in the middle of the arena.
Friggin' U of A alum rocked it last night, man.
Yeah.
That was amazing. What a game last night. I watched almost all of it. At some point, though, when it gets to 8, I'm like, why is this game on so late? I got to go to bed. But I woke up and found out that the Pacers won. We got War of the Roses in less than 20 minutes, though. First, the last couple days, we've been getting into words that sound naughty, but they are not. We got round 3 coming up after SZA. Johnjay Rich. Send us a text. Text JJR and anything you want to talk about to 96893. You can also call us at 877-937-1047. Last couple days, there was this list trending online of words that sound dirty, but they're not dirty, like cornhole. Not dirty. Ruth, good morning. Ruth has one. Hi, Ruth.
Hi.
What's a word that sounds dirty but is not dirty?
Unfortunately, it's the word moist.
Yeah, that kind of goes into cringe land, too, for some reason.
People
for most
don't like
of us.
that word.
No.
Yeah, it's quite disgusting.
Yeah.
It doesn't make the cake taste better when you describe it that way. Just say this cake is delicious.
But that's how it should be used.
If you see it written down that this cake is that word, that makes me want to eat the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lemon cake from Starbucks. When they put it up there on the sign, moist lemon cake. I'm like, oh yeah, let me get that. It looks good. All right, Ruth, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. So what we were doing is there's this list, right? And instead of just reading the list, Nick, our producer, took like 5 words from this list and put them each in envelopes. Because I think it sounds cuter when Peyton reads it. So now Peyton is going to rip up an envelope and give us the word that sounds dirty but isn't. Let's see. Okay, Peyton, go ahead. Words that sound dirty but they're not dirty.
Oh, I don't even know how to say this word.
Even better.
Coccyx? What is this? How do you say this word?
You said it right.
Did I say it right?
Yeah.
It's a small triangular bone forming the lower extremity of the spine. If you do yoga, it's a yoga stretch to stretch out the coccyx.
Oh, okay.
Yes, very nice. Very nice. Definitely sounds dirty.
Definitely.
But it is not.
Sounds dirty. Okay, the next one. Papusa. Papusa. Papusa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You guys ever heard of that?
No.
Pupusa is a thick griddle cake or flatbread made with cornmeal or rice flour.
Yummy. Okay, the next. These have gotten increasingly harder to read as the days go by. Thespian.
What is it?
Thespian. Thespian?
Thespian.
Yeah, you got
Thespian.
Yeah. You've never heard that before?
No.
It's somebody who's like a stage actor that's like a gifted actor because they can deliver the dialogue.
Like they deliver a lot of tragedy or dramatic art.
Interesting.
Thespian.
Okay.
Thespian. Mhm.
Thespian. Okay. Does sound a little dirty. Okay. Exacerbate. Exacerbate.
I never thought about that being dirty, but that does sound dirty.
It does sound dirty.
What does it mean?
It's like if you're making a problem worse, you could exacerbate it.
To increase the severity or violence of. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got 2 more.
Okay.
Sextuplet.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 6 twins, right?
A group or combination of 6 things.
Yeah.
Most of the time we use it as, when there's 6 babies.
Yes. Okay, the last one.
Words that sound dirty, but they are not.
I don't know how to say this word. Gesticulate.
That does sound dirty. Gesticulate. To make or use gestures. Especially like, oh man, yeah.
You talk with your hands.
I was rowing. Oh, shoveling in the backyard?
I enjoyed those. That was a good round.
Yes.
Hey, words that sound dirty but aren't.
The grammar people laughing their butts off in their cars right now.
There's a bunch of texts about that. So, you know what a lot of texts are? Because the envelope being ripped open, a lot of people say, why don't you guys do Breaking Bad news anymore? Hearing the envelopes tear open reminds me of that. I don't know why we have that. Maybe
we can bring that back.
Yeah. Whenever Peyton was opening the envelopes to read the not dirty words but sound dirty, it brought back memories of opening the envelope of Breaking Bad news. I guess like 2 text messages all about that. Wow. Anyway, okay. Kyle, tell us about Raphael's birthday.
Well, that's just the thing. I really can't tell you about Raphael's birthday. So I, like everyone else, have a little calendar on my phone, and I put people's birthdays in it so that I can remember, birthdays coming up. I don't want to forget that. And so as I'm looking as to what was coming up today, I'm like, oh, it's kind of a big day. My nephew's getting married. It's my sister-in-law Erin's birthday. Happy birthday, Erin. And then also it says Raphael's birthday. And I'm like, this is odd. I don't know a Raphael. And I hope Raphael has a great birthday. But the problem is, I don't know Raphael, and I don't need Raphael's birthday on my phone, and I have no idea how it got there. Like, how does someone's birthday just show up in your calendar? I have no idea.
Not a relative, for sure.
No.
Okay, here's what I think. So we had a guy who was our general manager of a radio station at KRQ in Tucson for years ago. And every year when it's his birthday, it's on my calendar. Like, I don't know why I have it on my calendar. Here's what I think. Is there some sort of whenever you text somebody something and you say, like, maybe his birthday's the same day as somebody else's birthday in my world, and he goes, oh, it's your wife's birthday? It's my birthday, too. Does it go into your phone?
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
I know one time.
I mean, the problem is I've never texted anyone about a Raphael.
And you don't know a Raphael at all? Like, not even in your contacts?
No, I don't know.
Like, if you type in Raphael in your text messages to search, it won't pop up? Because, like, I was trying to find something named Thomas. I was trying to find the address to something on Thomas Street, Thomas Road, and I typed in Thomas. I had no idea how many people named Thomas that I know. Like, all these text messages with people named Thomas.
Right. I knew someone that was sharing her, like, contact, and it was, like, her phone number. So she had, like, shared her actual contact.
And it's all on there.
And it's, like, her birthday, her address, like, everything. And I was like, I don't need your address, and I don't need your birthday. I just needed your phone number for, like, 5 minutes.
Okay, see, the thing is, it's like Raphael is spelled, and it has, like, the dots over the E. Like,
oh, wow.
And
someone hacked into your phone.
So I have
Happy birthday, Raphael.
Wait, I have a Raphael on my phone, and it's RAF. Is yours RAF?
Nope.
RAP?
It's RAPHAE with 2 dots over it, LLE.
Well, today's his birthday?
Yeah, happy birthday.
He's a Gemini.
Happy birthday.
So I looked in my phone to see if there was any connection at all, and we did have a driver come pick us up one time in Las Vegas for something named Raphael.
What?
But I don't know why
do you have those kind of people, like, if
probably
somebody picks you up one time, why do you have put their
Well,
name?
because I think they were getting us to like on the way back to something. It's like, here, put my phone number in your phone, and I just never got rid of it.
So is
But
it
that's
spelled the
only
same
one.
way?
It is spelled the same
Did he
way.
happen to say, oh, my birthday is whatever? And you're like,
There's
oh,
not
let
a
me put that
birthday.
on my calendar.
There's not a birth date in there. There's not a birth date in there, but I was looking to see if there was any cross.
That is so
And we did
weird.
have somebody come pick us up in Las Vegas for something.
So real quick, is Raphael's contacting on your phone?
I'm pretty sure no, but just to double check.
Why don't we call Rich's Raphael and see if it's his birthday today?
Rich, happy birthday.
Just call him on speakerphone.
No, Raphael is not in my contacts.
Call him on speakerphone and just say, hey, man, is it your birthday?
Yeah, because I'm like, if it was in the contacts, I bet you it just goes there.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, there's 2 numbers. There's 2 numbers.
What? You have 2 numbers?
Hang on, let me try the other one.
I think you had to end the call. As he's trying to
He's
swipe
in there
out of
twice.
it. How random.
So random.
Hang on.
And what a unique name. Like, it's not even...
Same.
Your call cannot be...
That's a bummer.
Well, he can't pick us up.
I have a Raphael in my world, but it's with an F, and he's the stem cell guy. And I know that he was here. We did a podcast with him, but I doubt he was like, hey, Kyle, here's my birthday. Give me something sweet for my birthday.
Yeah, it's a mystery, man.
Well, hopefully
Happy birthday, Raphael.
this segment will make them appear unto you. And say,
guess so.
hey, thanks.
All right, perfect.
Diamondback tickets on the line later this hour. You just got to tell us what you wish you didn't know about your dad. First, though, War of the Roses. Connie, good morning. What's going on with you?
I think my boyfriend's cheating on me. he texted me that he was with his friend, and I was actually with his friend. So,
Oop, big mistake.
The lies.
All right, let's do it. War of the Roses. It starts next with Johnjay and Rich.
I was in a sheer dress the day that we met.
Not only do you need to know if they're cheating, you deserve to know the truth. War of the Roses, right now with Johnjay and Rich.
Johnjay and Rich, time for War of the Roses. Connie thinks someone's cheating on her. We want to get all the details. Good morning, Connie. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
I mean, I've been with my boyfriend Marcus for, oh gosh, it's been about 3 years now. And I don't know. I just feel like we're coming to the end. I'm kind of done. And like, I've just had this like weird gut feeling that something's been happening with him and maybe he's messing around on me. I don't know. And the other day he texted me. He's like, oh, you know, I was just like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just hanging with Josiah. But that was a lie. I caught him in that lie because, well, I was hanging with Josiah. So I basically was like, and nothing is happening with Josiah and I. We're just hanging out. But I have kind of been having feelings. I guess that's...
Well, who is Josiah? Family friend? What?
No, he's a friend of ours, a mutual friend that like we met in our friend group a long time ago. He's just been like he's a great guy. They play basketball together, and you know, him and I we just kind of had this like funny banter, and we just connected, and yeah, it's a little complicated. There's nothing really there yet, but I don't know. I don't know. And so I didn't know what to respond to Marcus when he's like, I'm hanging with Josiah. I didn't want to be like, I know I'm hanging with Josiah, because that's weird.
Yeah. He would have been like, oh, no, I'm hanging with another Josiah. Could there be two Josiahs?
I don't think so. I think that's a really particular name. I mean, at least for our friend group. I don't know another Josiah.
So why not just break up with your boyfriend and explore this thing with Josiah?
I just felt like Marcus and I really had something special, but just lately it hasn't been feeling that way. And
I mean, you said yourself you felt like it was coming to an end.
Yeah, just because of, like, when that whole Josiah thing happened, I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I was having thoughts about it, but I was like, no, Connie, don't think that. Like, don't think that, you know, everybody's, like, dating so hard. Like, don't even, like, don't let go of your man, da-da-da-da-da. And so I was just trying to stay positive, but then, you know, that kind of happened, and then I just spiraled, and I was like, yeah.
Okay, so you just want confirmation that he might be cheating on you, so then you can kind of end things and do your own thing. At least that's what I'm picking up.
Yeah, I want the truth because, like, obviously he lied, and, you know, you didn't know that I know.
But you're also being shady, and you're admitting to that.
Yeah, I'm being a little shady for sure.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
You're owning it.
So is there anything else, or that's everything?
No, that's basically it.
Okay, so you want us to call Marcus to see who he sends a dozen romantic red roses to?
Yes.
His response should be, my love, Connie.
Yeah.
So let's say he does send the roses to you. Are you going to dent things with Josiah, or are you going to, like, what's the temperature on that?
Oh, gosh. That's a really good question. I haven't really thought of that too much. I think that I would have to come clean with Marcus and just let him know that Josiah and I have been hanging out, and, you know, it's friendly right now, but Okay. I would want Marcus to know if we're going to continue for sure.
All right, we're going to get Marcus on the line, see who sends flowers to. War of the Roses continues next with Johnjay and Rich. Johnjay and Rich, we're in the middle of War of the Roses. You got Connie, who's in a relationship with Marcus. She said at the very beginning she felt like things were ending, and she's got some issues with Marcus. One, she thinks he's seen somebody else because he texted her, said that he was hanging out with Josiah. Meanwhile, Connie was actually with Josiah. Nothing inappropriate was happening between Connie and Josiah, but actually there was, because she didn't tell him.
And she likes Josiah a little bit.
She started to catch some feelings. So it's a little bit of a spider web, which most relationships are. So we want to find out who Marcus sends flowers to. Kyle, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Hi, is Marcus available?
Is this?
Perfect. Is this Marcus?
Depends.
I just want to double check because this offer is really only for Marcus.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So my name is Aubrey. I'm actually calling from a company we're called J&R Flowers. We're running this really cool promo that you've been chosen for. It's called Post for Petals, and you've been selected to take part of it. So basically, here's how it works. We're going to send out a dozen red roses. It's our most romantic bouquet. You can send it to anyone you want, no strings attached. And we just kind of ask that you give us a shout out on whichever social media platform you use the most.
What other catch is there?
That is really the only catch, that we want you to post about us. We're not going to hunt you down or anything like that. And, you know, if you feel weird about it, just know I'm not going to ask for credit card information or anything like that. It's really kind of a marketing thing for us, and it's been working pretty well. Sound good? I mean, it's like if you've got someone special in your life, here's a great way to surprise them, and they'll think you spent a ton of money on it because these roses are gorgeous and you didn't spend anything. So it's a great way to surprise someone special. Like I said, I mean, it's romantic. So if you don't have a romantic interest in your life, maybe this wouldn't be for you. But I mean, it makes a splash for sure.
I mean, yeah, I could save some money and do this.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's pretty good opportunity. So, I mean, really the only information I need from you, Marcus, is whatever you want to put on the card. We're going to send the bouquet out with a nice little card. I always tell people this is your chance to personalize it. I mean, the roses send a message on their own, but this is your chance to get like fun or flirty. I mean, some people even get dirty. I've really heard it all. Mm-hmm. Just let me know the message you want on the card, and then we can talk name and address, and I'll give you a time that it'll be sent out.
Well, I won't get dirty, but yeah, I guess I could say like, you're the love of my life. Let's do that.
That is so sweet. Okay, you're the love of my life. And obviously you want like a love Marcus at the end. And then who did you want me to address this to?
Yeah, just go ahead and send them to Janae.
Janae? Marcus, what? Oh, you're sending your romantic little flowers to Janae? Janae?
Whoa. What's going on? Connie?
Oh, my God. You are such a joke. I cannot freaking believe you. Are you kidding me right now? Okay.
Connie, what is this?
Really? Marcus, okay, the other day you texted me. You're like, oh, I'm hanging out with Josiah. And guess what? I was hanging out with Josiah. Yeah, I was literally laying on his bed. I was laying on his bed, but nothing has happened. But I wish I would have him a long time ago.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
Marcus, you're on the radio. You're on War of the Roses, Johnjay and Rich.
Bro, what the is this? Like,
language.
Connie, who are you?
Who am I? Who are you? You deserve everything.
This isn't fair, Connie. Like I feel like I don't even know you. Like,
oh my God, I don't even know you. I regret our time together. I regret everything. Have fun with Janae, okay, Marcus? Have fun. I'm done with you.
Who is Janae?
That doesn't matter.
The love of his life. Yeah. The love of his life.
That's
Said
true.
it right there. Connie, do you know who Janae is?
God.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, she's always a problem in our relationship. Always.
Oof.
Oh, there you go. See, Connie, you're starting a whole bunch of...
Run away. They've probably been together this entire time, and it's bullshit. You've been together this entire time, and you tell me that you haven't...
Oh, Connie, yeah, Connie, everything's my fault. Yeah, there you go. See, this kind of attitude is exactly why, like, we're done. You know what I mean? Like, we're done because, you just kind of...
first, we're done.
Okay, so listen, I think you'll look back at this and be very positive about this whole experience.
Like grateful, because they definitely seem like they shouldn't be together.
He called the other girl love of his life, and she is catching feelings for Josiah. Yeah. So it's like you definitely don't want to fight for this relationship. No. So let it go and just both be at peace, in my opinion.
I don't know what to say.
I got nothing to say.
Well, you both have nothing to say. Well, you guys should date. All right.
No, they definitely are not a match.
End of relationship, you guys.
It's gonna be a good
end of
thing
relationship. EOR, we call it. End of relationship. All right, so hold on the line, you guys, if you want to. I mean, you don't have to. You can hang up. I mean, it's pretty much the end of our segment. We don't really need to talk anymore. But,
No, we're good.
Thank you for all the content. That's War of the Roses with Johnjay and Rich on 104.7 KISS FM.
Johnjay and Rich!
Presley, what's up? Good morning.
Good morning. I just wanted to call in about War of the Roses. That was very interesting. He got a little heated there for a second.
Sure did.
I didn't know what was going to happen, and then he said somebody else's name, and then that was like she already had suspicions, and that kind of confirmed it. So she was already on the way out, I feel like. So I don't really think she had much to lose in that situation other than finding out.
Yeah,
Totally.
You know, it's like, let me bust him so I'm not the bad guy is kind of what that felt like.
A little bit, yeah.
Yep. She already had feelings for somebody else, so she knew it was going to end either way. But
So it's kind of a happy ending for everyone involved.
From a certain point of view.
Yeah. All right, brother.
If you look at it that way.
Yeah. Have a great day, man. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, no, thank you guys.
Johnjay Rich. A couple text messages about War of the Roses. You can text us. You text JJR and whatever your comment is to 96893. 480 number says, this lady's just looking for a reason to get with the homie. War of the Hoses.
How do we never come up with that one before?
A couple text messages about Kyle, that guy, Raphael's, why Raphael's birthday is in her calendar. It says, have Kyle check to see if her work email is linked to her calendar.
Oh, I think it is.
Oh, that
So it must
But
be
then
something-
wouldn't I have everyone from work's birthday?
I don't know.
Do we work with a Raphael? I don't know that.
know. We should look up Raphael with the 2 dots.
Words that sound dirty but aren't. Fiduciary.
That's fun.
That's pretty funny. Oh, Ed's got a Kyle theory. What do you got? Good morning, Ed. What do you got on Kyle's phone?
Yeah. I wondered, Kyle, does your son have access to your phone? Does he use your phone a lot?
He uses it every once in a while, but usually it's literally only to look up baseball, football, or basketball scores.
Okay, because I scrolled through my phone one time, and I'm like, I don't know Jesus. And I'm like, oh, yeah, Jesus, my friend Jesus. But I'm thinking maybe the way it's spelled, Raphael, the Ninja Turtle. Is he a Ninja Turtle fan? And today's Raphael's birthday?
He's not. He's not a Ninja Turtle fan. No, but I have noticed, like, before, all of a sudden, I have, like, pop-ups of baseball games and scores.
Oh, really?
So I know he installed that on my phone. Don't know how to get that off of there, but I'm okay with that. The Raphael's birthday, I'm just
Maybe
perplexed.
it's Rafael Salazar's birthday from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Could be.
And Ed, maybe you don't know him, but Jesus would like to know you.
Well,
So true.
no, trust me, I'm good.
All right, Ed. Thanks for calling in, dude. All right, so we got a 4-pack of tickets to see the Arizona Diamondbacks. Speaking of baseball, we want to know, what do you wish you didn't know about your dad? Good morning, Cindy.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you? We're kicking off round 2 with you.
Great. So I have 2 stories, one about my biological father and one about my stepdad that adopted me. One's funny, one less funny, but
Okay.
which one do you want to go?
Let's go less funny and then end with funny.
Okay, cool. So my parents got divorced when I was pretty young. And
I said end with the funny one be last. Oh, I thought that was the funny part. No, okay, go ahead.
Anyway, so I only saw him once or twice when I was a kid, but one time he took me for a drive, and I felt like it was uneventful. Years later, we're dealing with some family stuff. He's back in my life as an adult, and it's a family thing, right? So we're arguing. And he kept saying, that girl did this, and that girl did that, and that girl said this. And I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. My brother says, what do you mean that girl? And he's like, that girl. And he points at me. He says, her daughter? And he goes, no daughter of mine. I never wanted a daughter, and I never had a daughter. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, I gave you away back then. I've never regretted it. And then he tells me I should have killed you in the truck that day like I planned.
Oh, my God.
Insane.
That is,
sorry.
You're right. That is less funny.
But my God, he was driving you around that day to kill you.
That's what he claims.
Okay.
So,
Now, wait, is this guy still in your life or no?
So I had no contact with him after that until he was on hospice, and I thought, well, I'll give him one more chance to, maybe apologize for being who he was. But he kind of doubled down. He's like, why are you here? Like,
Wow.
That's
so him in
disappointing.
hospice, is that the funny story?
No.
What, like she got the last laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear the funny story for crying out loud.
Yeah, that one may be really sad.
Yeah.
So my stepdad was a musician. He was like the lead singer in a band, like our local band, you know. So when I was in junior high, I was in the choir, and I was very excited about it. I got a solo in like our annual performance, and so I was super excited about the solo. So we're on our way to the concert, and my dad says, God, I wish they quit doing this to you. And I'm like, why, Dad? And he's like, because you're tone deaf and you can't sing. And I'm like, what? So then I go perform, yay me, and then probably 30 years later, I'm telling my son is a singer now, and he's like really talented, and I'm like, I don't know where he got that from, because he didn't get it from me. And he's like, well, you did have a lovely voice when you were younger. I'm like, Dad, you said that I had a terrible voice and I was tone deaf. And he's like, oh, I just really hated going to those concerts. He goes, they were tedious. He goes, so I just wanted you to quit choir. And I'm like, awesome.
Sounds like you won the father lottery.
All right, Cindy, hold on, okay? Hold on.
But those are both sad.
Audrey, good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning. I have a couple things that wish I didn't know about my dad.
Okay.
So when I was in elementary school, we were all sleeping, and our smoke alarm started going off. So I ran downstairs because I'm like, oh, my gosh, like, is the house on fire? And my dad was standing, like, fully stretched out, like, on a ladder or a chair, like, trying to reset the smoke alarm. But I can't. I'm cringing. Unfortunately, he was, like, fully nude.
Oh, my God. What a nightmare for you.
My eyes are burning.
I'd rather the house be on fire than see that.
This has become a core memory for me. And unfortunately for him, I'm like, oh, my God, he was, like, fully stretched out. Like, he was probably like, you know, curled up real quick. I can't remember that part. Okay, but then part two, and these kind of tie together, is I don't know why he decided to tell me this once I became an adult. At our old house, he told, because we sold the house, he's like, yeah, when it used to thunderstorm, I would go run around naked outside and dance in the rain. And I'm like, oh, my God. Unfortunately, fortunately, I never witnessed that. But unfortunately, because I had the smoke alarm incident, I can, like, picture what that looked like. It was just, I want these memories burned from my brain.
Is he a nudist?
You know, I haven't stopped to think about it, but I have my suspicions. I don't want to ask.
And if he was running around in the rain naked, I hope the backyard?
We did have a lot of land at that house. It was like 3 acres. So
that's not far enough. If I'm the neighbor, that's not far enough.
I was like, did anyone ever see you? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, oh my God.
I have something similar that I'm waiting for it to happen. And you guys, Kyle, Peyton, and Rich were at my house last week, and I was showing you where I sun my rear end.
Yes.
And you showed us how.
Yeah. And so I've been doing it every day, and I'm just waiting. Eventually, it's going to clash with somebody, one of my kids' friends or something.
Oh, yeah. Somebody's going to come around. I'm here to drop off the thing, whatever that is. Yeah. You're going to get something.
Yeah. And I'm sure it'll traumatize them, and they can call into this radio show years from now. Audrey, hold on. Thank you so much. Hold on. Melissa, good morning. You have a good dad story, hopefully? I say good dad story. What do you wish you did know about your dad?
I do. In 2010, we were sitting around the table eating Thanksgiving dinner, and we got a knock on the door. It was a couple attorneys and a lot of cops. My dad was involved in a murder.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so it was a great Thanksgiving for all of us kids. He was in and out of our life, just not a great person to begin with. But they were looking for us to testify for him to get him off the death penalty because he's crazy. And I was like, none of us did it, obviously. We were like,
Yeah, but that was our Thanksgiving in 2010.
Well, I wonder why they did on Thanksgiving.
I
Why
know.
not do it that
Probably
Friday?
they knew where he was going to be.
Do it the No, the dad was in prison, I thought.
Hey, let me
No,
ask
she was
you a
at dinner.
favor, but let me ruin your Thanksgiving whilst doing it.
Right.
So did he commit the
Yeah,
murder, or
and-
was he just a part of the murder?
No, he committed the murder. Yeah, and we tried going to his court case, but it's just cringy. It's creepy, and he's just weird and awful. But yeah, Thanksgiving, I don't know if they did it because they figured we would all be together and they would get us all because there's 7 kids.
That would make sense. But that's messed up.
Yeah.
But it was shitty. It was
Oh.
crappy. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't cuss. Is he still in prison?
Oh, yeah, he got life.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Is it something like we can Google? Who did he kill?
It was a 24-year-old girl, and he left her in a parking lot in a church, I think in Avondale or Sun City.
Oh, my
But,
God.
That's
yeah.
terrible.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you can Google it. Yeah, it was a girl left in a church parking lot in 2010. Yeah.
that's terrible. I would just say off the top of my head, you guys, Dad's a murderer wins tickets
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the Diamondbacks.
I mean, because Cindy's dad only talked about trying to kill her.
Right.
To her.
That's
Right.
actually
He
that's
talks about it.
really
Oh, my gosh.
twisted.
So crazy.
That's so twisted.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was scary. It's sad. He still tries to write me every once in a while. I just don't open them. It's
God.
so weird.
It's like that TV show, The Happy Face Killer. The dad was
Yeah.
writing the daughter all the time.
Just Melissa, just us
it's
talking
just
though.
like that.
Just us talking. I would almost my dad be in jail for murder than see him naked on a ladder.
You know that's accurate.
Don't want to visualize that.
All right, Melissa, hold on the line, okay?
scary.
Hold on the line.
Okay.
This actually phone segment we do sometimes stresses me out.
No, it's too much.
It is.
It's too much for our souls.
It is. All right. We're going to get some entertainment news just a little bit. A couple quarterbacks making headlines, plus Compay got tea on Khalid, Miley Cyrus. We'll get to it next.
If this world were mad.
104.7 Kiss FM. Johnjay Rich is going to entertain on the news.
Okay. Bills quarterback Josh Allen was asked, what was the best part of your offseason? And his answer was spot on when he gushed about his new wifey, Haley Steinfeld.
None other than marrying my best friend, and she makes everything easier. So I don't really focus on the other stuff. That was the most important decision I'll make in my life, and I made the right one.
Oh, that's
Isn't
so
that so
sweet.
cute?
I thought it was so funny reading all of the comments because you guys know they pushed up their wedding a couple of months. And it was funny because Haley Steinfeld starred in that Sinners movie with Michael B. Jordan. And there's a really spicy sex scene in there. So all the comments are like, oh, yeah, Josh Allen saw that and said, I need to marry this woman ASAP.
Gotta lock it up. Now, it's kind of a contrast because, Josh Allen, pretty open about it, gushing about his new wife. And then you have, on the flip side, you've got Aaron Rodgers, who didn't say anything about getting married at all until a reporter noticed his ring.
Is that an aura ring or wedding ring?
Yeah, it's a wedding ring.
Congratulations.
Thank you. How long ago? It's been a couple months.
Just so casual.
how you do it.
Sounds good, Aaron Rodgers. All we know about Aaron Rodgers' wife is her name's Brittany. And he said
That's
their
it,
relationship was serious back in April. And that's it. That's literally how even his own brother, not a shocker because they're estranged, but has no idea, wasn't at the wedding, didn't know anything
That
about
just goes
it.
to show you that these celebrities, if they want to keep it quiet, they can keep it quiet.
Yeah.
100%. Khalid performed at the World Pride DC concert and revealed it was a pretty emotional moment for him.
This is my first time performing at Pride. This is my first time being at Pride. Before I continue, I want to thank you guys so much for accepting and supporting me. It means the world to me. It makes me so happy. I feel like I'm home here on the stage.
I feel like everyone needs to feel like that.
Aww. I feel like I'm happy for him because he actually got outed by his boyfriend. So the fact that he can actually live in his truth makes me so happy for him.
And he was like, I just feel so great being accepted. I love that. Miley Cyrus has a movie that accompanies her new album, Something Beautiful. The movie is also called Something Beautiful. It is in theaters today only. So today only, you can go see Something Beautiful. It's described as a kind of pop opera fueled by fantasy featuring 13 original new songs from the visual album.
Okay, so Sabrina Carpenter, she just announced yesterday that she is dropping a whole new album, which I'm so excited because Short and Sweet was a hit. It's going to be called Man's Best Friend. It's set to release on August 29th, and the lead single for the song is going to be called Man Child. We actually listened to it a little bit last week. On the other side of things, though, Justin Bieber, we all feel really bad for him. I think we're all on the same page with that. It's breaking my heart. He's like kind of giving like unhinged vibes on social media, but this video or this picture had gone viral, and this girl had screenshotted a conversation with her grandpa, and the grandpa is texting her every single time Justin Bieber updates and says, I feel so bad for Justin Bieber. I'm worried about Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber commented on that post and said, worry about yourself, Gramps. So he's clapping back in the comments.
Wow. He went after Grandpa?
He went after Grandpa.
I mean, and rightly so. It's kind of like enough already. Enough already. So this was a kind of a wild rumor that just caught fire and started spreading everywhere that Ryan Gosling is going to take over as Black Panther. He's been cast in a new Black Panther movie. And everyone's like, this doesn't really go. And Disney's like, and Marvel's like, yeah, no, that definitely is not happening. We're not really sure how this rumor happened. And it turns out it was like a photoshopped picture of Ryan Gosling's face on Black Panther. And everyone just started spreading it. And it was originally put out there to kind of slam Disney and Marvel for not like being diverse in their casting. So, but somehow people took it and ran with it. And that's just what the internet does sometimes, right?
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. It's laughable. Like, you have to laugh
Yes,
at that.
I agree 100%. Also very laughable, but in a different sense. So Jelly Roll and his wife, Bunny, they are enjoying new money, to the point where it was like, Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny, was like, you know what I've always wanted to do, and we can do it now? Let's get a Lamborghini. But the test drive went totally wrong.
Our first time driving a Lamborghini, and we don't know how to get it in.
We don't deserve money, y'all. We don't deserve money. We were stuck in reverse in front of a Lamborghini dealership. Bunny woke up this morning and decided she wanted a Lambo. Excited, because I've never drove a Lambo either. And then we get in here, and now we're going to have to ask this guy
How we put the Lamborghini in drive.
That is so awesome.
I love them.
That's so authentic.
I know.
Ting drinking is very bad.
Hey, Tiffany. Good morning. Thanks for holding.
Hey, yeah, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot, just hanging out.
Okay. Well, what can we do for you?
So I am I'm staying with my mom, okay? I'm staying at their place for a while. I'm in between apartments. And, last night I heard this, really weird noise that brought back a very specific childhood memory. I always thought it was a bird chirping outside my window growing up. Nope. Now that I'm 22, it turns out that the sound that I've been hearing is my mom when she's having sex with my dad.
She sounds like a bird chirping out your
Why
window.
does she sound like a bird? I mean, we probably don't want to know.
It's because it's very, oh no, am I going to make an impression of my mom?
Yes, please.
That sounds like Nigel.
It does sound like Nigel.
That doesn't sound like a bird.
Oh my gosh, that is disturbing.
Right, the things that you're thinking back, it's like you're 8, you think there's this little bird, and now that you're just a grown adult, you're mortified. That's gross.
Oh, the birds are singing their goodnight song.
And it's I thought the birds and I could talk. You know how you can, as a kid, you think you can talk to all the animals, guinea pigs and everything. So it's me and this bird I don't understand the bird, but the bird understands me. The bird was my mom and my dad.
Oh, no.
I was trying to think when you first said it was a bird. I was like, okay, is it what would the noise sound like? Was it a hummingbird? Do you hear do hummingbirds hum?
I don't know if they make noise.
What kind of bird? Then there's an owl. But your noise, I'm not sure if I can place that bird.
It was a chirp.
There is a hawk in my neighborhood. Everyone goes, ah! At least that's Blake and a neighbor.
Yeah, it might be.
Oh, yeah, like a hawk, like that. All right, well, Tiffany, did you tell your mom?
I have not told her yet because I'm still here for a couple more weeks. And, I'm in between things, so I'm here a lot. So I'm spending a lot of time with them, and I'm trying to keep it chill until I go and never come back.
Yeah, nobody should ever know about their parents doing it. I mean, good for them, but not good for you.
Right, that's healthy, though. That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Really great.
it's
Still
your
don't need to
parents.
know.
Your dad will get you. Sometimes he'll listen to our show, and then maybe tomorrow be like, hey, Mom and I are going bird watching tomorrow. All right, Tiffany, have a great day. Thank you for listening.
Thanks.
Oh, that's a bird. It's Johnjay and Rich.
I used to think about immature things. Check.
Do I do my stuff and take it to the max?
Check. They check.
Sunday, the couples therapy podcast drops, and it's my wife Blake and I. And this one's a little different because on Monday, we did it Monday because she's out of town right now, right? So we were kind of pressed for time, and I taped the podcast Monday afternoon, and then I was a guest on a podcast, and I had an hour in between, so we decided to do the couples podcast there, and they filmed it.
Oh, that's cool.
So I just posted a little clip. It's on Kiss FM Instagram, Johnjay Rich Instagram, and my Instagram, Johnjay Van Ness Instagram. And my son Kemp is kind of like, he's the host of the podcast. So he's asking questions that people DM'd and stuff. And it's the clip, I didn't pull the clips. The podcast people pulled the clips, and they sent me 2 clips. And they're to me, I got pretty emotional watching it. So I wasn't expecting to be
on Father's Day, to drop it on Father's Day, and your son's interviewing you.
Think about that. Wow.
That should be, we should sell that on the radio
What
like
a
that.
quinky and then guess what? So I did a podcast. An amazing podcast. My wife and I interviewed somebody for the Johnjay Van Ness podcast, right? Then I was a guest on a podcast with these 2 plastic surgeons, which is just so interesting podcast about anti-aging. These 2 brothers, and one of the brothers experiments on himself on everything. And I don't know when they're going to drop that, but I'll let you know. And then Monday, I got asked to be a guest on another podcast. I'm a hell of a guest, Barra.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
I'm a hell of a guest.
We'd like to have you on this show at some point.
Can you join us sometime?
Could you come back and see us?
Yeah. So I need you to book it through my people, though. Anyway, okay. So we got. Oh, let me change the music. Game show music. Okay, we've got a contestant. Good morning, Carly. You're playing for Jessie J tickets. How are you?
Good, thank you. And you?
Good. Kyle's the host. We're going to play a game.
Okay.
It's time for Pop 10s.
Okay, here's how it works. I'm going to hit you with a current pop culture topic. You'll get 10 seconds to name related things. Think rapid fire, no filter. Get as creative as you can so you can get the most points and win the game. Johnjay, we will start with you. So earlier this week, Blake Lively was feeling like a superhero when Justin Baldoni's case was tossed out of court. So Johnjay, you've got 10 seconds to name as many superheroes as you can. Go.
Superman, Batman, Robin, Catwoman, Thor, Aquaman, Captain America, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow.
I'll count Black Widow.
The guy
but
that survived the plane crash today.
Yeah,
no kidding.
For sure. That's insane. So, Richard, over to you. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce just casually showed up at a wedding together. Fans were freaking out. It's all great. Peyton's going to get married soon at some point. She is engaged. So, Richard, you've got 10 seconds to name as many things that you absolutely need for a killer wedding. Go.
A dollar dance, a really good dress, really good bridesmaids, a good preacher, a good venue, great food, but most specifically, great cake for dessert, an ice cream bar, mashed potato bar.
What about an open bar? That is probably the most important.
That's true.
Okay. Peyton, over to you. Disney fans are in a full-blown meltdown because Disney World is getting rid of 3 classic rides to do like a Cars World there. So, Peyton, 10 seconds is on the clock. Please name as many things that if Disney got rid of them, it might cause you to have a breakdown. Go.
Okay, Tiana's Bayou Ride, Space Mountain, the one where you go on the ferry and you do the little jungle ride, the Peter Pan ride. That was hard.
That's pretty
There's
good.
so many good ones.
What's the Peter Pan ride?
Very
The
well.
Peter Pan ride is when you're on the little boat and you're flying up and you get to see the city underneath you. It's the best ride in Fantasyland.
It's one of the first rides they ever made.
Is it?
And
The
it's
ride is
original.
always like 3 hours
I like
long.
that ride a lot.
Crazy. Yeah. All right, so Carly, we move on to you. There was a pet zebra that escaped for like a whole week. They finally caught him and they brought him back via helicopter. It was kind of sad watching him spin around in that helicopter. But then knowing he was going home, but he didn't want to be home. It was like, oh my gosh, what a journey.
Jarring to see that in the sky.
So, Carly, you've got 10 seconds on the clock to name as many surprising or outrageous ways to travel as you can imagine. The sky's the limit. It's up to your imagination. Ways you can travel. Go.
Hang glider, parachute, airplane, car, boat, canoe, kayak.
That was so good. Okay, that was so good. We move on to round 2. You are 1 point behind our leaders, Johnjay and Rich, who are tied in first place, but anything can happen in round 2. Johnjay, Father's Day is this weekend. Everyone's scrambling for that perfect gift. So let's give people some ideas. You've got 10 seconds to name as many things that you think dads would want for Father's Day. Go.
Cold plunge, sauna, red light, facelift, hair implants, new pants, tie, jacket, goggles, sunglasses, top hat, tuxedo.
Okay, that was really good. I'm not going to count tie. I don't think anyone actually really wants a tie.
No, but everybody wants a top hat.
Yeah, right? Because hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Okay, Rich, on to you. The Labubu stuffed animal craze is absolutely viral. Everyone's trying to get their hands on them. I've seen lines, like insane lines for these quirky, mischievous little plushies. So, Richard, you've got 10 seconds to name as many toys that you can think of that have gone viral. Go.
Pet Rock, Jelly Cats, My Little Pony, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, toys like Nintendo Switch. Let's see, Shrinky Dinks.
Okay, pretty good. Peyton, over to you. The Pacers took the lead with their win last night in the NBA Finals, which lost Jay-Z $1 million bet. He lost $1 million because of that game. 10 seconds is on the clock for you, Peyton, to name as many things that you could bet $1 million on. Go.
A jar of pickles, meeting Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. I would spend $1 million on like a brand new phone if it was really cool. I would bet shoes on Kobe's. I would bet on Kobe's. That was really hard. That was a super hard question for me.
Okay, Carly, you've got a shot to beat Johnjay here. I think it's very doable. Summer is officially here. So, Carly, you've got 10 seconds to name as many things that are basically summer fun. Anything but vacation. Summer fun in 10 seconds. Carly, go.
Beach days, salt river tubing, sun tanning, drinking at the pool, going to a festival, a concert.
That was good.
That was really good. That was
Solid.
really good, but not enough to beat Johnjay. Johnjay is our Pop 10 winner today.
Yes. On Superman Day, too.
Oh, you did so great, Carly, though.
But Carly, you got a ticket. You get tickets to Jessie J. Congratulations.
Woo! Thank you so much.
Yay! Congrats.
Hold on. I love this song.
It just gives you chills, doesn't it?
It is Superman Day today, by the way, for real. Which fits again, just like how Father's Day, the couples podcast dropping on Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I win this game on Superman Day.
Not as fitting.
It's the same. What's code of 3 things you need to know, Kyle?
If you ever wondered why you actually repost what you do, I'm going to tell you next with Johnjay and Rich.
Coffee in hand, earbuds on Johnjay and Rich.
You're up. Johnjay and Rich. Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
This morning, an Air India flight crashed right after takeoff. It didn't just go down. It slammed into a medical student dorm just 1 mile from the runway. 204 bodies have been recovered. The flight had 242 people on board. One man miraculously survived and walked away from the wreckage. I'm sure you've seen the pictures all over social media. It's absolutely devastating, gut-wrenching. You see twisted plane parts, destroyed buildings, them walking away with bodies on stretchers covered in white cloths. The crazy thing is like the people from the flight aren't the only ones injured. So those medical students, a lot of them got injured as well.
I'm sure that's a lot of explosive material and just terrifying.
So they say it could take months, maybe even years to figure out exactly what happened, why this plane crashed. But early video has experts a little puzzled. They say the plane's nose was actually pointed up while it was going down, which apparently is super weird. Investigators are looking into everything from fuel issues to thrust loss to possible pilot error. And the black boxes could start giving answers within days. U.S. agencies are jumping in to help too. They're calling on everyone to just try to figure out why this would happen. Cybersecurity experts are warning us that hackers can actually activate your laptop microphone without your knowledge, even when it appears to be off. So unlike cameras, mics usually don't have hardware shutoff switches, but they do say you can protect yourself by disabling them in settings or using devices with a physical mute switch. They can just get all your information all the time, no matter
It
what.
makes sense now when I watch these movies and the people do crazy things, like Mission Impossible, or they have somebody that's got their computer in another room. Hey, I need to hack into this place, and they do it.
Yeah.
Like, I sometimes go, that's stupid. But now it's like...
It's real.
There's a movie out on Amazon right now. It stars Ben Affleck. It's called The Accountant 2. I've got 15 minutes left in it. It's fantastic. He's this autistic accountant, but he also is like a hitman, and he's amazing. And he's got a crew, his team are a bunch of autistic kids that are on computers doing that stuff and helping him break into places. It's a freaking fantastic movie. So I highly recommend it. It's on Amazon. It's free if you have Amazon.
And very realistic, right? Research has shown your values shape what you post online, whether it's fairness or empathy or loyalty and tradition. Even false information gets passed around more when it aligns with someone's core beliefs. The takeaway from this is your moral compass may be influencing your scroll more than you realize. And now knowing that when you look at what other people are posting, that may tell you a little something about them too. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Palomar College makes it possible for you to achieve your goals. It's Jesse Lozano. I'm living proof. They've got the flexible course schedule designed for you at 4 convenient locations: San Marcos, Escondido, Fallbrook, Rancho Bernardo. You can follow your passion while earning a degree or certificate. Maybe find a new path to success in one of 250 degree programs, including business, technology, design, manufacturing, health, science, and the arts. Financial aid and scholarships help make your education more affordable than ever. Don't wait. Register right now for fall classes. Palomar.edu. Palomar College, where your future begins.
For many Californians on Medi-Cal, getting healthy meals can be a real challenge, especially when living with a chronic condition or recovering from a hospital stay. Mom's Meals can help. Mom's Meals has been delivering nutritious, medically tailored meals for over 25 years. The best part? It's free to those who qualify California's Community Supports Program. You may already be eligible and not even know it. See if you or your loved ones qualify at momsmeals.com/California.
Looking to buy your first car or home? Understanding your FICO score is key to achieving your life goals. Knowing your FICO scores helps you apply for loans with confidence and avoid surprises. With MyFICO, you get access to your FICO score, credit reports, 24/7 monitoring, and alerts on the go. Take the mystery out of your score and get your FICO score for free today. Visit myfico.com/free. That's myfico.com/free and discover the score lenders use most.
You care about your health and what you put in your body. So why are you still using chemical toothpaste? David's toothpaste uses hydroxyapatite, the same material that your teeth and bones are naturally made from. David's revolutionary hydroxy formula works to remineralize and whiten your teeth without the need of fluoride, leaving your mouth feeling cleaner and fresher than you ever thought possible. Search David's toothpaste on Amazon or visit davids-usa.com, where you can use promo code FREESHIP on your first order.